In this video you'll notice I am running down a Hermes Sleek. That is actually quite difficult most of the time, and if you notice where I am on the mini-map, we are quite a ways away from the starting areas. So anytime you tag one of these guys, you really need to be at a good angle if you expect to catch them, or find somebody like this guy who runs away at 180 where he doesn't have any bonuses, and I do. Now, I don't have any speed buffs on him right now, and he's got burst of speed, that's why he's getting away, but I'm about to have both Cut Shroud and Deter Pursuit on him. It's just going to take me a second. I've dumped guns at various points throughout this fight, that's why I'm a little bit low, but mostly he's just run away from me. Now you notice I swap sailing focus and accuracy focus quite a lot. That's so that I can actually land attacks. Now you may not think 5% accuracy is all that much, but 40% versus 47%, I would rather have 47. You can swap back fairly quickly so you don't lose a whole lot of speed when you do that. I have him shrouded. I'm about to pull up next to him. By the time I do that though, shroud will have worn off, or actually I've got him deterred right now, not shrouded. Cripple on him for a little bit more speed reduction. And I'm about to try and pull in front of him. Now, unfortunately he's a Hermes, so even when deterred, it's kind of difficult to outmaneuver them. If Vaporing were up, that would be a good option to stop him from turning as quickly as he is. I'm pulling in front of him, but I didn't drop my sails quite fast enough, so I'm going to try and pull back to the right and buy myself a little bit more time, and there we go, there's the board. Loading screen. Alright, you'll notice I'm using Wrath of the Prelate. I don't really know this guy, so I don't start off with my strongest stuff. A little bit of conversation with Mel there. He's a friend of mine in real life. Lives about an hour away. Now this guy does not enter the boarding area immediately, so I will not start the fight by shooting him like I normally would. Instead, I will just go straight with the crew. I have crew aggression. And then crew's down, I work on him. He's also Florentine, but again, doesn't particularly use them very well. Now at the end of this, I'm still going to be at great health, great guard, so I'm just going to walk over to his spawn area and get some initiative back and go for him right when he respawns. First thing I always do is hit him with Brutal Strike. That way, they can't hit me nearly as much. He's calling crew. Shake him out as fast as you can. He also didn't wait until I was low on initiative. He is, however, doing one smart thing in that he's stacking Cripple on me, which, if you get enough of those on there, it really hurts your damage a lot. But he's not a very good player, so I'm not having to worry about it as much as I would against somebody like, say, Rachel. I'm a little low on guard right there, so I'm going to refresh my fortitude buff since that increases the regen. And you probably noticed that I just missed like 3 times in a row. That's not all that unusual. I think there's a bug right now where you can actually get yourself locked into a chain of low offense rolls, but I haven't heard back from the developers about that yet. Anyway, this guy is not killing my crew, he's focusing on me even though I've got very high damage resistance and things like that. So he's a decent player, but he's not a very good player. Also, he called waves of crew when I had initiative and things like that. That 6-second stun is pretty nasty, but you can't really recover that much from it unless you run to the other side of the ship to get out of combat.